Yo, Wagwan, it's that guy. Please leave my man Lil Wayne alone, people. Lil Wayne has had the most legendary locks since the beginning of the era. Why must people pick on him? We love Lil Wayne. I'm a huge fan. He's been such an inspiration, such a dreadspiration in my life. I have to make this video and big shout outs. I'm bigging up Lil Wayne. It's just unfortunate that, people are picking on the fact that he's going bald, and people are picking on the fact that he's sewing back in his dreads. Now, by all means, it's not really a big deal. Essentially, his locks have been going through, I guess, quite the change lately with all the bleach and the stress that he's been going through. We've noticed, quite the bit of hair loss happening from Mr. Dwayne Carter, as we see in this photo here, versus something like this when he had a full healthy head of locked hair. Now, I love the fact that he's still rocking the dreads until the wheels fall off. I have much admiration for that. It was a photo posted of Lil Wayne, and someone zoomed in on his locks and noticed that he had threaded a broken dread on with some rope. Now, this is a common practice, believe it or not. A lot of people use thread in their dreads when creating wicks. Some people don't use the thread. I'm aware of that. But I have seen people reattaching locks by sewing them in. I feel like it's a normal procedure for a lot of people. Why are people picking on Wayne? I guess because of the sloppy job that had been done while trying to sew his dreads back in. It looks like someone literally just tied a knot on one end and used a sewing needle to roughly just put it into the other. Maybe he did it himself. I'm not really sure what's going on here. I feel like that lock would just be better off letting loose, letting go of it and moving on. But it could also be a statement. It could also be for attention. He could have just done that to get people's attention and get them talking about him. All I know is that I still respect Lil Wayne for the artist that he is, for the dreadlocks that he's rocking till the wheels fall off. Pretty inspiring. Basically just wanted to talk about Lil Wayne today. The fact that, he is going bald, but still rocking with us with the hair until they fall off. And, even in this photo that I posted a few years back, nothing's really changed as much on top of his head in terms of baldness. He's just bleached it still. He's still got them locks coming in. These free-form locks coming in, might I add. Let's just remember that Lil Wayne is a fellow free-former in the game, just like many of us. And this, too, can be used to attain some inspiration, some dreadspiration from the man. Because, it's definitely not easy to grow free-form locks. This is actually pretty interesting here. What I'm noticing is even more thread. You can see down here at the bottom that there is more thread on a lot of the other dreads. Someone has been threading up his locks. On this photo shoot specifically, we can see the thread in his hair. I never noticed that before. So on a lot of these photos, there's some thread wrapped up in the dreads. And it looks like at that point where the photo I initially brought up was towards the end of when that thread was lasting. It was on its lasting days. So at first, it probably did look better and cool. You can see how it's been threaded loosely together. And at this point here, this dread is already detached from the other one. So kind of seems more like a little science experiment more than anything. This is the photo that we've been actually looking for here. This is the reason of this dreadlock review. We found the gold, in a sense. This photo showing us where the thread is actually being put in. So the thread has been loosely put through these locks to kind of like wick them together. Someone tried to bring these loose ends together here, and this dread here is completely detached. We can see that these little dreads down here have been wicked together as well, and some of these ends. So someone has put in this thread in his hair to blunt the tips and wick them together. This is what I am initially seeing here. I won't lie, the texture of his dreadlocks is very fascinating. Who did this to your hair, Lil Wayne? Who did this? That's just my question. Who did this to Lil Wayne's dreadlocks? Was it him? Was it his loctician? Apparently he doesn't even have a loctician because he's growing the freeforms out, but it's kind of a mind boggle, if you ask me. Lil Wayne with thread in his dreads. That's essentially it. That's all I wanted to make a video on today, was the thread in Lil Wayne's dreads. Any questions or comments, leave them down below. Definitely appreciate having you guys here over on Knot Nation every single day. Collectively doing videos and watching videos with me about dreadlocks and keeping you guys dread-inspired to grow some freeform locks of your own. That is the name of the game, and that's what we're here to do. If you're new, please smash that subscribe button. And if you've already subscribed, hit that like. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, one love. I'm gone. Peace.
The nation.